Hi friend! I want to weigh in on a major cultural battle that's been happening right before our eyes, okay? And no, I'm not talking about the chicken sandwich wars. And I'm also not talking about President Biden's airstrike on Syria, which you probably haven't heard about because we've all been focusing on the chicken sandwich wars. I'm talking about the generational war between Gen Z and millennials. I know right now it seems like a series of harmless clapbacks on Twitter, which by the way, you see I know what clapbacks means, okay? I'm hip. But really it's time to squash this beef, okay? Speaking of beef, there really are a lot of chicken sandwiches, huh? Well, my generation can only endure so much hate before having to respond, so Gen Z, allow me to straight up tell you, I actually really like you guys. Now hold on, before you claim I'm just saying that to appeal to my Gen Z audience, remember that this is network TV, okay? And Gen Z doesn't watch network TV. Late night has the ratings to prove it. Also, if I recall correctly, this show does not stream on TikTok. I have nothing to gain from this. I am a person of love. The truth is, Gen Z is shaping up to be the most progressive, ethnically and racially diverse, and pro-LGBTQ+ generation in history. And that should really give us something to feel hopeful about, especially when the world can feel as gloomy as it does today. Now, I want to just say, I'm not saying Gen Z is perfect because they're not. See Tide Pod Challenge. And yeah, sure, it's hurtful when they mock my generation's side part, or our laughing emoji, or our skinny jeans. Apparently now the skull emoji means something is funny. Not the laughing emoji, it's a skull emoji to signify like, oh, I'm dying of laughter. Now my comments make a lot more sense. I thought they were all death threats, and now I know they're only like 2/3 death threats. Whew! But you know what? I'm willing to let our differences slide, especially when Gen Z does dope things like sabotaging a Trump rally on TikTok by reserving 1 million tickets and then not showing up. Although to be clear, this was specifically the K-pop division of Gen Z, okay? It's kind of like the difference between Godzilla and Mechagodzilla, you know? One is way more intense, but they'll both kill you. Not only are they standing up to fascism, but they're also leading movements in climate change and gun violence, often before they even graduate high school. You know what I did in summer of high school with my friends? Yeah, we would spend days and days memorizing the choreo to Hit Me Baby One More Time. So equally important. And in spite of all of the BS that Gen Z has gotten thrown at them, I'm talking 9/11, a pandemic, a recession, murder hornets, Joe Exotic becoming a household name. Or maybe because of these things, they refuse to accept the world as it is and they change it for the better. So Gen Z, you know what? Keep doing you with your responsible, snarky, protesting, world-changing selves. So once and for all, let's let our generations put aside our differences and let's join forces against our one common enemy with a unified cry saying, okay, boomer. Thanks so much for watching this clip, and thank you even more for supporting the underdog. If you want to subscribe to this channel, you can click right over there. For more clips just like this one that are hilarious, you can click right over there. Hopefully, if someone did their job, those things are there. We'll see.